Hi guys, welcome back to another overthrow disc golf video. Today we're going to be talking about where you should be looking on your backhand drives. So grab a disc, let's get into it. So macro perspective, I'm going to advise you to keep your eyes forward for as long as possible, just as a general rule of thumb.
You did not.
I don't advise that because the basket's going to move and you need to watch it the whole time, or because the gap's going to change, but more so for the principle that the body will follow the head, right? And specifically the eyes here. What tends to happen with people is they know, because they've watched some footage, they know that these pros aren't staring down the basket the whole time, and at some point they're turning their eyes away from the basket. They don't know when or how, so they just do it. You're just walking up and you do your thing, you're jamming, and then you go, okay, my head needs to turn back at some point, so you just turn it back, right? The issue is if you turn it back like this early and just do it, it opens the way, it paves the way for your shoulders and your hips and the rest of your body to rotate early and usually over-rotate. Right? So usually what I see is it looks like this. Somebody's coming up, and then at some point they're looking here and they go boop, and they turn their head back, right? And then the disc gets back with their head, and now they're in their reach back early. Do you want me to wait for that, Mikey?
Yes.
Disc, go, the best disc golf instruction. So what I usually see in form reviews and with my students is that they'll come forward like this, and then they'll just turn their head back. And when they turn their head back, the disc ends up going back early, and then they can also, it paves the way for the rest of the body to rotate and actually over-rotate. So they go here, back, and they just turn their head back, so now their hips and everything can open up super early and too far backwards with the hips. And then in addition, they have to wait for this front foot to fall because the disc got back so early. This all comes from where the eyes are looking. So instead, if you come here and you keep the eyes forward as long as possible, when we go to coil the shoulders as we stride here, when we go to coil the upper body, this shoulder is going to turn my head backwards. And since it's the shoulder that's forcing the head to turn, I don't turn my head back too far, right? Because in order to do that, I'd have to pull my shoulder all the way over here, right? Which would be stupid. So we don't do that because we're smart. And so it keeps you from over-rotating the shoulders, and it creates the timing aspect for when your disc gets back. So here we coil the upper body, boom. And we're still trying to keep this forward. Now it's important that we don't go like this. We want to keep the head mostly centered here. And you can exaggerate this as you're learning by putting your chin here and attaching it here so that you feel this coil, this rotation of the upper body as you make this last stride. Right. Again, we're not going to put the ear on the shoulder, but you can put the chin there to start. I don't recommend you finish there, but you can certainly start there. And then that gets the disc back where it needs to go in the right time. And then you don't over-rotate the body. So give it a try and let us know how it goes. Thanks so much for watching. You guys are the best. If you want more one-on-one instruction, visit our Patreon. We are doing some improvements to how we onboard people there, and I'm improving how I teach as well. So, see you next time. Peace out.